Hey everybody. So if you're seeing this, it's because you're watching one of the many things I filmed a long time ago and never got around to editing. But I now have a Patreon. You can go there, select the tier you would like, anywhere from general support at $1 to the artistic tier, which is $40, but the others are music reactions, $2 or $3, I forget now, and then show reactions and movie reactions each have their own tier at $5 each. You get 1 month early access for everything except for the music, which is 2 weeks early access. And then for the art, it's not necessarily early access, but you get a piece of work for yourself and all of that. But I am going to try to get early access videos up on that tier as well. So please check it out. Link is in the description. Any questions, just ask. Otherwise, you'll have to wait a month and then watch what is coming for free on YouTube. But the any support I do get on Patreon goes towards having an editor, so it will help with that. So please consider. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing another acrylic pouring. This is the only one for tonight. We're doing I think it's a 24 by 30 inch canvas. I can't remember if it's one of those or a different canvas, but I believe it's one of those. So I think it's 24 by 30. And it's one that I ended up having to scrape and then re-gesso. And I've gessoed, sanded, gessoed, sanded, gessoed again, sanded again, and I just can't get it smooth on the edges. That's mainly where it's in bad shape. And the frame is warped a little bit because it is a level 1 canvas. But we've got kind of a speckling, kind of like what you would see with old walls where the paint is crackling, that kind of thing. So because my hands were hurting after doing so much, I thought, well, let's just do a painting, see how it turns out. And it may turn out looking good. It may not. We shall see. But I'm going to do a Dutch pour. And I think between the lacing and cells of the Dutch pour, along with whatever raising you can see from the from my patch job. Plus, I think even though I've gessoed it several times, I might get holes in it, like the other canvas that I had redone, the botanical pour. That one, the gesso didn't seal well, and so the paint went through some of it. So that's where we're at. I still liked the botanical pour, so I'm actually going to see how that does. I don't think, because of the colors I used for the background, I don't think it's going to hurt at all. And we'll just say it that way. I've got 16 ounces of titanium white, so we're going to put that down. It's at the normal consistency, so I will thin a little bit of it to use for the blow part, because I'm going to do it more like how Rinska initially was doing hers, and hopefully I do things so that I don't blow all the color off. We'll put it that way. I've also tried to think of what design I'm going to do, and I think what I might do is do a ring in the middle here and then blow out. I think I like that plan better than doing, like a line here and a line there, especially with it being such a large canvas. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is the ring. So let's get to work because I'm going cross-eyed already. And I haven't done any painting this evening yet. I did do some cleanup, but I haven't done any painting. The dehumidifier is actually turning off twice now since I've been down here. But I've been down here a couple of hours, so I'm not sure how promising that is. And since I already told you the titanium white, it looks like the colors I've decided on are, these are all Amsterdam colors. Phthalo blue, brilliant blue, Arteza fairy tale blue, which is a, I don't know if it's necessarily a color shift, but it'll have like a goldish sheen to it. And then Amsterdam brilliant green. Ginger is ignoring me ever since she got under my feet and I stepped on her hard, by accident of course. But anytime I go to check on her, she acts all aloof. But she seems to be walking okay, so I think just her feelings got hurt. I don't have enough on there. After I poured it on, I was like, I don't think that's enough. All right, cross your fingers. Sorry, trying to stay out of your all's way. I drug the blow dryer in that spot. Now I can paint white over this, so I'm not worried about that. But my go figure, I always do too much in the past, and this time it feels too small. And so what do I want to do? I think we'll do some corners as well. Maybe these two corners and then kind of go from there. That's Marianne. I don't think it's picking up on the microphone, but just in case. She just got her freedom yesterday. Her brother had surgery today. He got fixed. She's been looking for him. But she doesn't have quite a full meow. She does a little squeak. Yeah, I think the corners will work. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Sorry, I'm shaking y'all. The hair dryer rests on the same rack. I'm going to go ahead and do this corner, then I'll flip it around. right, everybody. We're going to let this dry, see if we like the foundation part of it, and if so, then we'll go ahead and fix where it's run a little bit and splattered a little bit. I really like the corners. For some reason, this seemed to have muddled, whereas the corners haven't, at least not yet. So I don't know if that's my fault or what. I don't know when I did that one, but we'll go ahead and fill that in. We've got other white spots, so I'm not too worried. Although it does look more blobbish than the other spots. So these aren't thinned, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, except the fairy blue is not in there. That's all right. Okay, now I'm stopping. Before I mess it up, I am going to torch this part since I just did that. All right. I did forget to bring you all in for a closer look. So let's go ahead and do that, especially before this muddles again. Just to kind of show you the corners. Whoops, shadow in the way there. And then the center. Okay. If we end up liking the end result, here's a dried picture. Thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.